Hello, BookTube, and I'm back with another top 10. The next in three that I have created to do with music, and there might be a fourth, but we'll see. This one is my top 10 favorite songs, and um, I think I can actually put these in order. I think I can. There is a theme with them, and I didn't realize that until I was done. Uh, Generally speaking. Now, number 10 is A Farewell to Kings by Rush. That was on their album A Farewell to Kings in 1977. And I love the song. I love the sound of it. The lyrics that talk about, will they look upon us with sadness later, and all this kind of thing of the sense of history and everything. Just fabulous song, and I can listen to it over and over again, which I have. Um, I'll go through these fairly quickly, but number 9, Brother, Can You Spare a Dime? By Bing. I like the Bing Crosby version, 1932, and I think that was actually probably the first version of it. There might have been something earlier, but it's sort of steeped in the Depression era of literally, brother, can you spare a dime? I once was, a you know a lawyer and all this stuff, or building an engineer building buildings now. It's everybody's laid low by the depression, or can be. And can you spare a dime? It's a yeah, I think it's a very, very good song, well written. Um and number 8, House of the Rising Sun by the Animals in 1964. Another great, just a great sound to it. The whole sort of ambiance of it, and sort of there is a darkness to the song as well, about gambling and looking back on things, and cautionary tale in some ways. It's just I really, really like it. And yeah, I'm not going to go into too much detail here with these, but number 7 is Band on the Run by Paul McCartney and Wings, 1973. And I'm not a huge Paul McCartney fan, but this song is amazing. I really, really like this song. The whole album is actually pretty good, I have to admit. But this song, especially, uh, there's something about it, the sound as well, the way it builds up, the lyrics. Yeah, I really, really like it. And number 6 is Hotel California, the Eagles, 1976. Just another sort of surreal song, and sort of, on a dark desert highway. It starts out, and this whole thing of going to, the hotel, and you can't leave, and just this surreal, um, imagery that comes up. It's just, yeah, it's good. Um, Now, number 5 is Lightning Crashes by Live, 1994. And that just is a fabulous song. The words are kind of dark and sad, but it's like the whole thing, the title, Lightning Crashes, and the whole sound of the song just sort of builds up. Like, if you it's like a storm coming, and then it gets loud, and it's just like, I don't know if anybody's ever been outside on, like, in an open area when a thunderstorm is coming, and you get this feeling of like rolling, and the rolling thunder that you hear in the distance, and the feeling in the air, it just sort of builds and builds and builds until smash it comes, and that is all in the sound. And even the video is great because it's got that feeling of it too. But again, there, it's a sad sort of subject matter. And then number 4, is Hurt, but by Johnny Cash in 2002. It was one of his last songs, I think, that he recorded, at least the video. And it is extremely powerful, more than the original, what is it, Nine Inch Nails, I think, that did it. It's just so apt for his life, and looking back on things and regrets, successes, his success all his life, but it's all dust in the end. It's all, yeah, it's just, and the emotion that he puts in his voice with this is just so good. Number 3, talking about Dust in the Wind by Kansas, 1977. Again, just this amazing song about death, basically. What else can I say? And number 2, The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald by Gordon Lightfoot, 1976. It just has a power to it. The rolling sound of everything about a ship on Lake Superior that sank, and with all hands, and it's that story of them, and it just has a power to it, so much to it. And number 1, still on the theme of death, is St. James Infirmary by Louis Armstrong, 1928. Many have done this, but this, probably the 1928 version is most likely the version, the first time the version that we know now as the song has sort of been created. It goes right back possibly to a Georgian, or I think 18th century, about a rake, a disreputable person, but also could have been St. James, hospital in London. There's poems and songs about which was for lepers. Nobody really knows where it comes from, but it's a very, very powerful song. Especially, I like the way Louis Armstrong sings it, and it just has this power. And you got the dirge with it. It's a song about death. It's about a song about a guy who's going to see his girlfriend in the morgue. Just as simple as that. But it's so well done. And a lot of, see, that's the thing. All these songs that I think that I have here are based on older ideas and things they're sort of borrowed from. Not so much maybe as the St. James Infirmary, because that sort of came out of a variety of other songs and ballads, potentially. And yeah, these are songs, like, I'm not saying in any way that these are the best songs ever written or anything like that. These are songs that I like the best, that have the most emotional punch for me. Now, I did my favorite singers, and you'll notice there's only one that's on there. It's Bing Crosby is the only one that that is on there. So. And there's no female singers this time. And on my other one, on my vocals one, most of them are like 80% of them, I think it is, almost there, or at least 75% are female singers. And it's weird, because when I compiled this, and I realized that it's mostly about death or sadness. That these songs are. Almost every song has a death and sadness in it, or lament as well. And I would love to have, but I couldn't find. See, that's the thing. These songs resonate for me, but they're all male singers, and I just, yeah, it's like I say. It was when I made the list. It wasn't difficult to make the list, really. And I was sort of shocked once I had it down, and I realized what the theme was and what it was about, and that I had my vocalist on the one hand, and then I've got this, and it just sort of don't always match. So the next one is my favorite albums. Will that have anything to do here at all? Will there be any Any comparisons between any of these two lists so far? Well, you're going to have to wait and find out. Thank you, BookTube.